I'm just gonna do this shit while I do all this because I keep fucking delaying this. I forgot today. I think it's like the 22nd. One sec. Yeah, it's the 22nd. Monday, June 22nd. Ciao tomate. I don't really know what I did last week. Actually, that's not true. I'm trying to think of things I did that weren't just drinking. I've had a very eventful week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was standing here just washing my face, thinking to myself, did I even record last Monday? I can't remember. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not hungover right now, but I am like sick because of the sheer quantity of alcohol I've had in the past week. Should be enough to kill a man. Fuck me. I actually got kicked out of a place the one time. I think it was on Thursday night. I can't actually remember. We met up with somebody. We, as in me and my friend who's from Tokyo, who's staying with me currently this past week. We met up with some random. I found on like what is essentially the Japanese version of Craigslist. So we're doing lots of side questing. It's called Jimoti. We went to go meet up with this person, and I mean, it was interesting. It's very, very kind older lady. We went to a little cafe and we had some food. We talked or tried to talk to them because, you know, the whole reason I was even on there was like, I kind of want to meet like people who are like Japanese, so that I'm forced to have to like only speak Japanese, right? Got some food. I ate like a giant, just fucking like comically large plate of like an namu rice thing, with pork katsu, spaghetti and rice, whatever the fuck. I don't understand why I was putting spaghetti on shit. It's so weird. Say 51. Fuck, I was supposed to film this over an hour. I've been up for like an hour or two. I was doom scrolling. I keep. Anyways, I'd like 2 kilograms of food in one sitting, and that shit lasted me the whole night. Went out drinking. I didn't feel the alcohol for hours, and then it all came at once, and I was gone. It was not okay. I didn't black out, but I was browning out, and then of course I vomited at the club. I mean, it was in their little rooftop garden area, but I mean, you know, you can't be doing all that. That's too much. And also, those gardens are fake, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, I felt really bad about that, but it is what it is. And then after they kicked me out, I walked out for like 2 meters, and then I was like, yeah, I'm sleeping there. It was just a bench, and I passed out on, which that I actually don't remember the thought process of. I remember getting a walk to the elevator and not being able to see anything because of how fucking drunk I was, and then from there, it's just kind of like autopilot. I wasn't cognitive. So I'm like kind of sick right now because of like the sheer amount of yelling and alcohol has like completely destroyed my throat, and my body's reacting in kind. It's like I think it thinks that I'm ill with something else. Either that or it's just alcohol poisoning. But it should last a while. Sorry, I know it's gonna last a while. In the past week, it's like I started drinking last Friday, and then I went to Kyoto on Saturday, and then Sunday I think I took a day off. Maybe not, I can't remember. No, I think I did. And then Monday we went drinking because that's when he arrived with his other friend, or our mutual friend. Whatever, they were both my friends, doesn't matter. So those 2 guys showed up, and we did Monday, Tuesday, we went pretty hard. Wednesday, took a break for sure, and then there was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it was just that Wednesday and that Sunday, and then of course last night I didn't go up because I was on overtour. I didn't sleep after the last time we came back. I was awake the whole day running errands. After I got back from the club, I showered and then went out and did all my shit. So I was pretty fucked up. But looking at the stories from last night, he had a pretty good night. And I'm like, fuck me. I'm kind of pissed that I wasn't out for it. At the same time, though, it's like, It is what it is. It'll always be next time. I mean, the things that happen that night won't happen next time, but shit can always be better. I don't know, he ended up in like one of those VIP sections, and then they were ordering bottles, and he was like there for like when they do the whole walk up and shit. It's not the most like whoa, once in a lifetime shit. It's like whatever. It's just me and him aren't gonna casually see that in our nights out because well, we're not fucking paying for that. Fuck that. That was pretty cool he was invited to that. It would have been nice to be there for that. Just to, I don't know, just to be there at least once. I kind of want to do that, like do that once. But yeah, I could always just make a fuckload of cash and then just pay to do it myself. But I think it's cool to get invited to one of those. It's like it's even like, you know, feels more special. Um, yeah, we just went. It's just been a fucking crazy week. I only had that one day that was like, oh fuck, I went too far. It was the food incident. Otherwise, just been bangers. Oh no, wait, there was the one day I almost got into a fight out by the river. I forgot about that. Fuck me. This nigga was so pissed at me. He was gonna start swinging. But he's like, oh, you're lucky I'm such a good guy. Otherwise, like, any other guy was like, yeah, because good people say shit like that. Yeah, you're a prick. Fucking dickhead. Trying to talk to people and they're just not having it because they feel so entitled to their, I don't even know, man. You want to say pain bullshit? They're like, fuck you, man. That doesn't affect you. People project so goddamn much. It's like any opportunity to abuse like the state of power is something you just take. Worst kind of scum on planet Earth, man. I can't stand that shit. Granted, there's worse. There's people who do it to a significantly worse degree than he did. But it's like I'm trying to actually like have a conversation with you, and you're just like garbage. Wasting my fucking time. And again, I don't remember if I recorded on Monday. I want to say I did, but I genuinely cannot remember. But following up from like I you know that previous week was like a whole lot of sitting down doing nothing. This week I've been busy, but I've only been busy having fun, which is a bit problematic because I didn't do too many productive things. Don't get me wrong, I still have been, but it's like sprinkled in here and there, and it's not a lot. Because again, I've been spending time with my friend visiting here, and you know I had a realization a little while ago. Maybe I said this last week, but like I think I really like kind of like I said it and I didn't really. You know, I did. Oh, I guess that means I did record because I have like a distinct recollection of like saying this on cam. But just kind of the whole, you know, why am I here? And I don't mean like the regards to, you know, I didn't come here to die. I came here to find out if I'm alive. But like, I mean, why am I here on just Earth or some shit like that? Um, and the kind of like one of the facets of that being like to work or to live, ignoring like the deeper connotations of that question. I'm looking at it at a very like surface area right now, and so like just kind of the observation of, do I really want to live a life where I'm just in servitude to these things I don't really care about? And it's like if I can find a way to live my life to properly live it, then I should just do that. And at the end of the day, as much as I need to get a job and work and do all this to support the things I want to do and have fun and meet people and to live, it's still just important to actually do the living part, which is something I've really never done. Which is why I have the money to be able to do what I'm doing right now. It's because I've just saved my entire existence because I just didn't exist. There was nothing for me to spend money on because I was not like it's no hobbies, no wants, no desires, no just empty, just completely empty. At most, I spent $3 grand on building my PC, and that was about it. Everything else is like necessities, or like on the very rare occasion I go out to eat. And when I say very rare, I mean fucking rare. Once every 6 months. That's obviously a bit of exaggeration, but I think once every three is still pretty accurate. Like I just never did it. Um, it's just you know too important to live in the now and have fun with these people. I understand I still need to find balance in my life and whatnot, but if I have to prioritize one or the other, I'm gonna choose the more responsible option because at the end of the day, I want to live, and if this is what it takes for me to feel alive, then so be it. And if the other option gets me killed sooner, so be it, because It's not a life that's even worth living. So why bother? Why bother pursuing it? And if I'm gonna work, which I will work, don't get me wrong, a life filled with nothing is also not worth living. It's devoid of purpose and meaning, which, you know, has always been something I've kind of been struggling to chase and find, seeing as I used to have at some point, you know, dreams and desires and aspirations, a purpose, if you will. And then I lost that because of my past. And then when that little boy died and whatever the fuck remains was left to fill the vacuum, this kind of phantom being, those all kind of faded with it. No more dreams or desires or aspirations. It all just kind of felt like someone else's life. It felt hollow and not worth chasing anymore. And yet I feel a obligation to achieve those because of, I don't know, the significance, because that was the life of somebody who deserved to live and they never got the chance, and I exist here and my life doesn't actually matter, or I don't really deserve to exist because, you know, I am just a placeholder for someone who once was, and I feel like I owe it to them to fulfill their dreams and whatnot, but it's just hard when you hate yourself so much you don't even want to like commit to helping yourself to help others. Sorry, that came out wrong. I live my life as a slave in constant servitude to other people's, you know, wants and desires, expectations. And while I see my past self as an entirely different individual, to sacrifice myself for them is still too difficult because at the end of the day, it's still me. So it doesn't seem worthwhile at the, you know, still, because it's like if I'm doing that, it's to accomplish their desires and dreams, but that still fulfills me in some capacity, so I don't have the drive to actually commit to that. Should have gone and done laundry before I started filming this. Oh well. So I don't really feel like pursuing those dreams anymore. But that being said, I still have stuff I need and want to do. But again, like a lot of that is like the grandiose stuff, which is, you know, not healthy, but still like I have a burning rage to just do it. I need to get married to a masseuse, man. This shit killing me, man. I need a woman to just fucking absolutely obliterate my goddamn, whatever the fuck this stupid ass muscle's called. This shit is so fucking tight all the time. It hurts so bad. Oh, my fucking neck. This shit right here. From like here all the way down to like here and then like put it in the back. Like the upper traps or whatever the fuck. This shit is so tight. I want someone to put a fucking knife through it, man. I hate it. It hurts so bad. I got distracted. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? This nigga. Yeah, I was so sleep deprived yesterday that when I was walking through the streets, I started unironically talking to myself in public. Oh my god. I don't know if that's how other people, but it's like obviously I talk to myself a lot, which is why I don't refer to myself in the third. Okay, I guess I do. I do refer to myself in the third person, not by saying my name, but I always say we. I guess that's not really third person, is it? They do. So it's inclusive of myself. I don't know what person that is. 2.5. Association is strong with this one. Yeah. I've had too many incidences where someone's caught me talking to myself, and it's just been very concerning. I don't like the reactions, because obviously when I'm doing it, it's very unhinged. It's not like people normally, no, it's like full-blown conversations, and it's like completely and utterly unhinged. I don't know, adaptation I've had since I was a child. That's not something I've really ever grown out of. Oh shit, yeah. You spend so much time alone, but it's like you get lonely, I know. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to when there's no one else. I got too distracted. I can't remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. It's I think it was dreams and aspirations. The healthy ones that I still have right now is like the astronauts, and because I just want to get off this fucking planet. And then academics, that one's the only genuine one I have where it's like I don't want to dedicate myself to working a job. I just want to better the human race in the only capacity I can seem to have I was ever really good at. Back in my prime. I'm washed as fuck now. I definitely not smarter than a fifth grader at this point, but all knowledge required for that one. But damn, it was so unbelievably difficult for me, but I was good at it. Like I was good. Fuck. I mean, sometimes the science shit was like too fucking retarded, autistic or whatever the fuck. Just, maybe it's something else, but it's like sometimes it's like I just struggle with some of the explanations people would give. I think it's just maybe it was a lack of mediums for teaching, but I definitely need a bit more IRL practical stuff. But it also doesn't help that teachers a lot of times they teach you a fraction of the work and they pretend like there's nothing beyond the surface when it's just completely not true. And they do it because it's like, oh, this is supposed to be simplified so it's easier for you to gravitate, like, for you to pick up and understand, and then you can, expand upon that later on. But it just fucks with me because I am trying to take too much at once, but like it would be a different thing if you told me there's more beyond this, but this is what we're gonna stick with, and this is why, and like you can sprinkle in some little like notes about why this is unique and whatnot. But it's like when you tell me that this is the whole pie and nothing but the whole pie, and I turned out that it was a quarter of the piece of the pie, so now I'm fucking confused as shit because there's inconsistencies and I'm asking too many questions and they're getting pissed off because I'm asking too many questions. Well, fuck you, nigga. Like I don't know what you want me to say. You lied to me, and it doesn't help me learn any better. But then again, I also just got to a point where I was just burning out in that point in high school. So it's just like I'm just not even picking up what you're putting down anymore because I've stopped caring. You don't matter. This doesn't matter. I don't matter. Life doesn't matter. My job doesn't matter. Like who fucking cares, nigga? Like it's all relevant. So I'll just fucking kill myself. You really think I'm gonna do all this fucking schoolwork just to spend another 4 years in fucking school, 4 to 6 years in school for God knows if I even get a job in the field I fucking want, and I have to take on how much fucking debt? I, I'm gonna go work for a company I don't give two fucks about, for people I don't give two fucks about. Like it's just so meaningless and trivial, trite. And I'm supposed to live here in my bubble and pretend like the world's not happening around me. I'm so glad so many people can do that and they just ignore existence and they go do their shit and but they probably also have happy families and they're not fucking miserable and probably raised properly and shit like that. And you go get your job and you pay off your fucking student loans and you work in your fucking Lockheed Martins and make a bank and do all this shit. You're fucking scum. Whatever, man. No principles. They're happy. They're also fucking stupid. They may be good at that one field, but there's a distinct lack of wisdom. This shit's so fucking meaningless. I can't be happy so long as the world's the way it is. I'm gonna do anything with my time in my current moment because I'm still too incompetent and pursuing straight academics is just I'm sorry, I'm still not ready for it. I need to lock in and do it, but it's like it's not time. And I should say, well, when will the time be right? I'll know. Right now, though, I just need to find out if I'm truly alive. I need to do this DJing stuff and find something that isn't drinking related for me to, be happy, but I need to just find out if I'm alive before I can start dedicating myself to that stuff, because it's doomed to fail if I'm just slaving away at this shit again. Like, nothing changed. Stuff changed, absolutely. I've grown to some capacity, and things aren't the way they were before, but it's not enough. I still have in my mind, I guess, the pieces that kind of fell into place and killed me all those years ago, and I haven't really gotten rid of those. I need to purge my mental field. There is still rot that remains, and until it's all gone, I cannot thrust myself back into something that's so filled with negative connotation from my past. It's just not gonna happen. It's not productive. It's not conducive to progress, because it's like, I could just take the risk and go on and do with it, but I already know, because I know myself, and I'm not just saying this, I just know myself. I've tried so many times to start from scratch again. It's like, I just give up every time. At this point, it's like, maybe this is the time to try again, but it's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not taking that risk anymore. I've lost too much time. I'm not composed of infinite time. I don't get infinite chances. Like, I'm not going to keep trying just to give up again, and just to try and give up again and again and again and again. I will do it, but I'm not doing it now. I need more time. I need more time. We all need more time. I don't use my time properly, but also, what does it matter if I had more time? Anyways, beyond that though, the DJing thing for me is like, it's music related. It's easily like something that's like, it's easy to connect with people about it, because I'm just like, so, oh man, I love getting drunk and dancing, and DJs are a quintessential piece of that, and I love music, and I meet a lot of these people, and they're really cool people, and it's like, I just get along with the crowd very well that's involved with this scene, and I like technology. I don't know, there's just a lot of overlap. I need to get back on writing as well. I haven't done any writing in a long time. It's been a hot minute. Fuck. But I need to find, myself for me. I need to start living for me. I can't be pursuing the dreams of someone else. And I know if he was, I'm sorry, it's gonna sound schizo as fuck. If he was still alive, that little boy in his dreams, and he found me just rotting away, dedicating myself to trying to accomplish his dreams and not trying to be my own person, I feel like he would be sad and disappointed. I think he's a better person than I could ever hope to be. Far, far better. I just wanted people to be happy. I think if he saw what I was doing and putting myself through to pursue his aspirations, he would be disappointed. Maybe in himself for failing me, but he would be sad to see me tormenting myself, even though I feel like I deserve it. I don't get to have my own life or my happy ending or anything like that. I think I owe it to him to try and be happy for myself. It's so hard though. It's so incredibly hard for me. In terms of other updates, like I said, I wasn't doing that much last week other than drinking. There's an issue with my bank account here in Japan. It still hasn't really been resolved. I got a call about it. I contacted them and they called me about it, and they're doing this shit too late, and it's not gonna be here done in time for rent. Actually, I think rent and payday was, no, day for rent is on the 26th. Actually, never mind. I still have a couple days, but because my bank account's not set up and I haven't got no money in that bank account, it's like I cannot pay my fucking rent, because the way rent works here is like convoluted for literally no fucking reason. Like, let me just fucking pay you on my credit card. Anyways, they're gonna do a direct deposit or direct withdrawal. Obviously, I need a Japanese bank account. I'm trying to open a Japanese bank account, and there were some issues, but they didn't try to reach out to contact me, despite the fact they had my fucking phone number. And so I'm still waiting for that mail to arrive so I can make the correction and send it back. But then even then, after I send it back, that's gonna take a couple fucking weeks. I don't know what's gonna happen to me with regards to this whole situation, but I think it'll be fine because the whole reason they're with the guarantor company is like, in case you don't pay your rent, they still get paid, and then I just own a third-party entity money, and then obviously there's interest on that money, which is like the most Jewish shit I've ever fucking seen. This system is fucking ridiculous, man. I have cash. I can just pay you cash. Like, I've got the money. I just can't give it to you because you're making this the most convoluted system ever. Fucking ridiculous, man. That's pissing me off. Oh, I got my thing I gotta go pay my health insurance premiums or something. I don't know how to do this, so that'll be fun. I guess I'm doing that today. Figure that shit out. More ways to spend money. I'm almost out of the cash I brought from all that tip money I got in Canada. What else is there? Can't really remember. Oh, okay, so the biggest thing. So, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, so the one I would have been talking about in that last video, which I definitely failed because I spent that whole time talking about that weekend because it was so fucking awesome. I'm texting that girl a lot more now. Same one I was talking about like a month ago. I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm just too weak. But she's actually texting me a lot now. And I think she might like me, actually. And it has me very confused because I'm like, never would have seen this coming. I texted her asking if she would be free for my birthday. And she said, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to Europe with a bunch of friends. I'll celebrate your birthday with you another day. Which can be just, casual, like, nonchalant. But again, it's about, like, the hierarchy of... It's about, like, where we both stand on the field. We're not just two normal people, I am... and she, like, it's, like... For her to be typing all that, it's crazy work. And... I mean, brother, she is by no means, like, just... I'm sorry, too popular, too big of a, like, it's... I don't know, the fact that she even finds time to respond to me is fucking goated. Even if, like, it's not consistent all the time. But she'll still inevitably, at some point, respond. Maybe not to every message, but it's the most recent one she's seeing at the time. I don't know, that shit has me giddy. It's like, what the fuck? And it's like, god damn it, because she's doing this now I'm like, oh god, I'm falling so hard, because I'm just that easy. All she has to do is give me attention and I'm fucked. And she does, which is crazy because she is busy and she's still fucking talking to me, which is like, oh my god. But I don't know what to make of it because I'm so fucking retarded. I'm like, is she just so good at her job that she's like able to maintain all these like conversations with different people? And then I found out on her Instagram she has me in her close friends profile, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, she's probably just being nice. I don't know what to think, man. But I like her a lot. She's so fucking beautiful. She's almost 7 years with my senior, but hey, I was always into older women anyways. Besides the fucking other girl, she who shall not be named, was also older than me, but not by a lot. It was only a couple of years. Fuck. I don't know, man. The prospect of happiness is just too... It's dangerous, It is very, very dangerous. I'm thinking about, like, I'm trying to genuinely ask him out, but it's like, again, we're in two different cities right now. Although
Look, unless she's like head over heels, she's not hopping on a fucking Shinkansen to come over here. And I'm too broke to be doing that, so it just seems aimless to even ask, but I don't know. Some of the things she texts me, it's like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, wait, I think she actually like likes me. But I can't tell because A, I'm fucking retarded, and B, her job requires her to like behave in that, you know? Like it's just work. I mean, for her at least, not for me. There's not much more to say beyond that. I'm just sorry, I'm trying to think about other things. Talking about dreams, missions. I feel like we've talked about that before in the past. And the past stuff is like what happened to little Stavinsky, as they used to say. Who said that? I don't remember. Too many random nicknames. Stavinsky, Stefano Reggiano. People, they just be saying shit. It's because I tell them. I mean, I genuinely don't care. I think it's because of that. They just like the license to just find any fucking variation of my name they can think of. Fuck high school, man. It could have been so good if I didn't just crash completely, but I think that's when I learned it wasn't really school that was the problem, but it was like it's like as much as I always hated school, it was always the home life. It always has and always will be. And I know I say it wasn't the school, so like if I left home and gone to like college or uni like I was supposed to, it would have been different. But I'm sorry, I don't believe that for a second. Too much damage had already been done. It was unsalvageable. I was unsalvageable. I was too far gone. I was irreparably broken. I spent so much of my time doing things for I guess I'm still not ready. I just didn't want to be a disappointment. But I'm just so. I wasn't strong enough, I wasn't good enough, I was weak. And a failure. And I did not learn that failure was okay. I grew up in a world where. And I say world because it truly was, my entire world was in those four walls. Where failure was the worst. It was beyond unacceptable. And it was a fate worse than death. I tried so hard to be what she wanted me to be, and I couldn't. It killed me. But I still tried, and I did. I studied. I learned. I got good at it. I got very good at it, but it was still so difficult for me. I required every ounce of my will and intelligence and everything to even get to the level I was at. And to know that if this is what it required for me to even get here, I stood no chance against those who would compete with me as I got older, because I've already given my all and I'm just barely the best in my current class. This is one tiny room of 30 less than 30 children. I can't maintain this workload, this energy output for the rest of my life. People will be able to do this with zero effort. It's not going to get any easier for me, and it never did, especially in high school. Everything got harder and harder and required more and more effort to a point. It got to a point where I simply did not have the resources to output anything anymore, and therefore I stopped inputting. I just was never that good. I was never good enough. But I still tried to be, because I didn't want to be a disappointment, because I understood what their sacrifice was, because I wanted to be a good son. I just wanted them to be happy. I took on so many extracurricular bullshit, and I don't think I even wanted to do any of them. I just did it to make them happy. I mean, karate is about the only thing I probably actually wanted to do, because I was really into martial arts, but okay, I wish we didn't do that one. We did something else, because the one we were doing was too. I would have preferred a bit more brutality. Shit was too passive. But it's like, it's infuriating knowing, even from like such a young age, that no matter how hard you try, if you're not the best, it doesn't fucking matter. You have to be number one. There is no second place. That's just first loser. And just that constant demand for upkeep and output, and just was I the best at times? Every now and then. But even when I was the best, it still wasn't enough, because I knew it wouldn't be enough in the future. I'm the best here, but am I the best in the region, the nation, the province, like the world? Like, it's just, when is enough enough? And there never was. There never was a point of it ever being enough, because it had to be the universe. It just, and I knew that, and I still tried to be it. And of course I failed. I gave myself an impossible task, because that was the expectations put upon me. And despite being intelligent enough to know what a frivolous and futile endeavor and what it would do to me, I still did it, because I just wanted to be loved. I didn't want to be a disappointment or a failure, but that's all I'll ever be. I remember I reached a certain age where when I was about 7 years old, shit started to go wrong, and I remember for 3, 5, 6, maybe 7 years, it was just every day I would cry when I get home. And then one day I had no more tears. I had spent so much of my life in sadness and crying that I just ran out. The well had been emptied. She took everything. Every ounce of sadness in my body had been completely and utterly drained from me. All that was left was apathy and an untapped well of rage. I just, like, an emotion I never experienced before, because I was so suppressed and always trying to pursue happiness, but filled with grief and sorrow. So obviously all this happiness is in a state of, I don't know, quantum flux. It's like, it's there, but it's not there. It's unattainable, but it's all around. It's not something I can harness or tap, but I know it exists. You know? Quantum entanglement, I think that's what I was trying to say, but the only thing that was there and that was accessible, that was corporeal and was real, was anger. And then when I was about, 14, 15, whatever, just kind of, now instead of getting sad, I'm getting angry and angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier. And if I'm not angry, I'm apathetic, because nothing matters. So why care? And it's like, now when you try to fight me, I'm no longer that scared, shriveled, pathetic small child running away. I'm standing my ground, and I feel this burning pit of rage so deep inside, and I want to, God, I want to just kill. I just want to hurt so many people. And I want to hurt you specifically. oh my god, I want to hurt you. I want to fucking take my hands and punch your fucking eyes out and rip your flesh off and rip your head off and put a hole through your fucking chest cavity and tear you in two. I want to fucking rain the goddamn world in your blood because I'm just so fucking full of it. There is no apathy. There is no empathy anymore. There is no humanity. It's just pure, unbridled rage and a demon. And it was like that for years. And after that, when that happened, it was like there was no tears left to shed, and I didn't cry for almost a decade, I feel. That's not true. There were two separate, specific, very incredibly niche instances, but besides those ones, it was almost 10 years of nothing. It was just an empty well. It felt so unbelievably, like, inhuman. I just didn't, like, I ceased to be real. No, not, I wasn't unreal, but I ceased to be alive, or, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. God, so much anger. Now I exist in so much changed when I was in Vancouver. I learned to have fun for the first time in my life. I learned to actually be able to make friends. Of course, I don't see any or talk to most of those people anymore, which is unfortunate, but there are still some who stuck around, which is very nice. But now I'm this weird amalgamation of pure unbridled rage and wrath, and someone I've experienced but a taste of happiness, and it was complete utter euphoria, and I'm perpetually chasing it, and then it seems as though I've rekindled some flame of humanity, because now I'm able to feel again, which is nice, because there was a long time like I couldn't feel anything. And I'd be lying if I said that. I'm just gonna say her name. She's too relevant in my life. It was a single night, but fuck me, it was so unbelievably impactful. The night I met Mina was like, she made me believe that I could genuinely be happy, and that I could actually find someone for me. That I was actually capable of being loved. And that, I don't know, I just felt like I could try, I could like suddenly pursuing a life for myself was worthwhile, or that I could potentially maybe possibly deserve to be happy. And so I should try to live for myself and maybe find it, and maybe I decide after I found it if I should keep it or not. I just wish it had been her, because I wanted to stop chasing after wild goose. But that's just not how the cookie crumbles. Not in my life, certainly not. Trust me, nothing ever comes fucking easy in this shithole. This current girl I'm talking to, I'm scared. Like I said, when I first met her in the first one of these, when I first started talking about her, it was like, fuck me, she's very similar to Mina. It's like, oh my god, I'm doing this again. But she's so fucking beautiful, and I still don't know if she likes me or not. I can't tell. It's too early to tell. She responds to my texts. She hasn't been in her close friends. She said she'll come and celebrate my birthday with me on a different day. And then she invited me, in a hypothetical sense, to come to Hokkaido with her. Still too early to tell. She could just be nice. Maybe she just wants to be friends. But it's like genuinely that could be the case. She said I'm her number one, blah blah blah. And then she randomly texted, not randomly. It was part of the whole glazing spiel. But she she did physically type out the words "love you." But again, it could just be a platonic sense. It's like fuck women, man. It's what. That'd just be crazy. I don't know, man. It's too confusing. I don't understand them. Life could have been so much fucking more simple if I just didn't give a fuck and was just trying to lay pipe. Is that the right one? I think that is. Yeah. Lay pipe every fucking 3 seconds to some random bitch. Life could be so much more simple. No, I have to care and want something for real. And I'm emotionally involved and blah 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 blah. Fucking hell, man. I just didn't give a fuck, bro. I could have been fucking like crazy. God damn it, Minoff. Why did you have to kiss that nigga? Oh, you stupid bitch. Whatever. It is what it is. I also can't get over the fact that her fucking agency that she's like now running or whatever, 2 offices, which happen to be in really close proximity to things that I kind of have to like. I don't have to visit. They're locations I kind of already needed to go visit at least 1 or 2 times, or it was a very close proximity to locations I would normally frequent in my previous trip, at least in regards to the Tokyo thing. It's like, I really don't like that. I don't really like how you're posted up in areas that are like kind of overlapping with significance in my own existence. It just makes it really difficult to run away from you. The good news is at least the one in Osaka is not something I'm frequently visiting because whenever I'm in the actual downtown part, first of all, it's only at night. Second of all, I'm too fucked up. Like if you see me in downtown Osaka and I look happy, I'm drunk. If I don't look happy, it's because I'm walking to go get drunk. Yeah. Okay. I almost ended this one at 20 minutes, but I think it's good I didn't. I think this one was actually a bit more productive than normal. I didn't really like give any helpful advice, but I talked about was kind of repressing it. There was some slight reflection that the notion that like XYZ kind of talked about how, I'm sorry. I'm not a wizard. I can't instantly solve you or anyone else's problems. I can only really give you helpful advice. Although if anyone's seeing this and kind of wishes they could get more from me and like, because I obviously I want to say how you can deal with these kind of like these thoughts or these problems and what's the healthiest option. And unfortunately, if I don't say it out loud here, I don't want to leave the impression that I don't know completely and it's just, yeah, you're fucked or whatever. I don't want to like completely devoid like of you of hope, but like you could, I don't know, leave a comment or some shit, or fucking message me on something else. Like it's chill. I am doing this to kind of like keep myself in check and whatnot, but like I said at the very first one I ever filmed, I want this to at least be something that if people are wasting their time watching on this, that it's not a waste of time and they're actually able to walk away with something helpful. And I want to help people in that regard. So if messaging is, or to commenting, whatever is helpful, then by all means. And then hopefully I actually have more answers that I'm leading on and I have here. Which, in all fairness, this is kind of like, I'm riffing. I think, if I sit down and if I say, one more time, I might blow my shit clean off. If I sit down and take the time to actually think and articulate what I want to say to XYZ, I'm a strong proponent of the fact that something of actual value and use will be provided, and you will benefit from it to some capacity. You know what they say: coaches coach, they don't play. I think that's where we're gonna leave it for now, because otherwise I'll just be like dragging this on, and you got a life. You need to go live that shit, bro, chacho. Meanwhile, I gotta go figure out how to fucking live mine. I gotta go get a gym membership. I need to figure that shit out. How the fuck are the finances gonna work for that? God damn it. I wish my bank account would hurry up and fucking open. I should also go do some light traveling. I should head over to Kobe and Kyoto. Nara. I gotta go see Nara as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that shit, but you know, I gotta do all that shit. Oh yeah, I got friends. One of the guys from my apartment moved out yesterday, which unfortunately I didn't get to actually see him when he departed. But you know, I did play one last game of poker with him. That was fun. I sweeped. Poker daisuki. Nice guy though. I didn't get to see him too much because obviously I was busy getting fucking wasted all the time, and you know, people got lives and they're doing shit. But yeah. In any case, I don't know, man. I guess I'll see you all next week. Take care.